I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jojo and today I am bringing you guys my gender reveal. I'm so excited. I wanted to do this mainly for my friends and family back in New Zealand, but hey, we're on YouTube so everybody can watch, I guess. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe and join me and my husband, and you get to know a little bit about like my family, where we are at with this baby. This is baby number 3. And then later on you can come along with us to the scan and we can all find out together. Woo! Who's excited? Stay tuned. So I wanted to go through my pregnancy symptoms with my first and my second and talk about how they differ from these pregnancy symptoms. So I am a stay-at-home mother of 2 boys. I've got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. I had them back in New Zealand and I've been living in the US for about 3 years with my husband. My husband is American, that's why we're here. So the boys have got like dual citizenship. So first of all, with my first son, I really did not know I was pregnant probably until 5-6 weeks, whatever it was. Symptoms showed up the way they're meant to because I really didn't have a clue. Only married for about 8 months and it was like, whoopsie, everything works. We fell pregnant really quickly with Lincoln. He's our first son. And my first kind of indication that I was feeling a little bit off, I had no idea what was going on. And I was going down the aisle and it was that really smelly good aisle, you know, like it's got your laundry detergents, and normally I really love that aisle, but I started walking down this aisle and I all of a sudden had to stop because I felt sick to my stomach and I was thinking, and I was like, dang, I'm gonna puke in the middle of this like grocery store. And then I had a couple of moments where I was at home and I could feel like this fire from my feet going up to my head, and I would just start sweating profusely and I'd be like, oh my gosh, honey, is that hot in here? Like, when I found out I was pregnant, I would get this glorious like bed of acne and it was so painful. It was the kind of acne that wasn't surface, it was really deep, so there was nothing you could really do to relieve it. You just kind of had to wait it out. I was so self-conscious. At the time I wasn't really wearing makeup and so I just didn't leave the house basically. It wasn't a fun time for me. I had pretty bad morning sickness with both of them to the point that I was throwing up a lot, but then when I did throw up I didn't mind because it relieved the sickness. Like, it was quite intense, but it only lasted for the first trimester. Second trimester rolled around and I was good as gold. I had a lot of energy and I was glowing. I was in like that awesome pregnancy phase. I craved things like Pizza Hut, carbs, pies. If you're a New Zealander or an Australian or even English, we are big on our like meat pies and I just couldn't get enough of them. And McDonald's. I freaking loved McDonald's when I was pregnant, really with both of them. So this is kind of going for both of my boys. I felt really similar. I had terrible acid reflux with both of them. It would be this constant burning up here and it was so uncomfortable to go to sleep or anything. That was one of my biggest and most annoying symptoms with both of them. So with those two, my pregnancies and my births were very similar, almost down to the T, pretty much the same. Now with this pregnancy, things have been a little bit different, which is why I'm very curious as to what the gender is. I know there's no scientific proof that your symptoms can tell if it's a different gender, but I'm very interested because these symptoms have been very different. In terms of nausea, I've had it a lot with this baby, but in a different way. It's kind of been a nagging, annoying nausea. Like I could feel sick before eating, I would eat, and then even after eating I'd still feel nauseous. Nausea has kind of been on a different level this time. It hasn't been hard. It's almost been more annoying because it's just sat there in my stomach and hasn't moved. But in terms of cravings, they definitely haven't been as strong as with the boys. Eating and cravings have kind of been really non-existent. I've definitely had my times where I'm like, Chick-fil-A, I'd need me some Chick-fil-A fries. And tiredness, OMG, have I been tired this pregnancy. And I think it's probably because I have 2 boys. Like if you're a mum of boys or even one boy, you know the energy that they kind of just effortlessly exude throughout the day, and they do not stop. Neither of my boys are napping during the day. They are intense. They're not at school yet. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready for them to be at school. Like, I love them to pieces, but in terms of being pregnancy, the one thing that has really been tough has been tiredness. So again, I just make sure I don't make plans during the week or anything, and I just take it really easy, especially at home. A lot of TV, a lot of iPad. Yep, I'm one of those mums. A little heartburn, like a little bit of acid reflux, nothing too bad. I'm very hormonal at the moment, so I'm getting like random kind of dry patches and my eyes will get irritated and just weird stuff is happening with my skin all around. So in terms of changing my skincare, I'm not going to bother. But a little bit of acne around, it's always around here. This is like the hormonal spot to get acne, so a little bit, but again, nothing as bad as my boys. My hair has been so dry. I kid you not, I just placed an order with Ulta yesterday to buy like this nourishing line of shampoo, and the problem is that of hair care, because the problem with my hair anyway is that it's already quite dry. Add pregnancy to that and it feels like straw. This one has been interesting because I've been getting ligament pains. I did not have any kind of pains with my boys. I had no back pain, I had no stomach pain, nothing. It was very easy to move around. As soon as my second trimester came, I felt like I could climb up mountains. Like, it was no problem. This pregnancy has just slowed me down, and in the last week I've been getting these weird ligament aching pains around the side of my stomach, and I googled it and I think they're called ligament round pains or something. If you've had them before, please comment because I'm very new to that. Difficulty sleeping has been kind of a big one already. Like, even in my first trimester, I've kind of just popped out a lot quicker with this baby, so I felt like it's been interrupting my sleep a bit. And my husband will attest to this. It's been rough. I have seriously felt like I've had PMS pretty much this whole pregnancy. I've been super moody this pregnancy. I think that's the one thing that I can I feel bad, man. So those are the differences between my pregnancies. My first and second were very much the same. This pregnancy is very different, so please come along with me and my husband and let's find out together what the gender is. Hi everybody, we are in the car and we are on our way to our baby scan. I'm very excited and nervous. I'm very nervous too, but how are you feeling, babe?
I'm very excited. I'm very nervous too. Just repeating what she said.
How interesting. I wanted to do it differently this way because like in reality, I'm trying to word it because I don't want to be like insensitive or anything, but like my heart is for a girl, so I wanted to find out this way a little bit more quietly with just Isaac and I. We've just dropped the boys off at his parents' house so we can just have the quiet time at the scan and we can find out that way if it's a boy or a girl, so that if it is another boy I can just like have my kind of cry time and just have the space to process it. I'm very nervous to find out this way, like today, what the gender is going to be. What do you think it's going to be, babe? Do you have any ideas?
I think there's a good chance that we're going to have a boy, or a good chance we're going to have a girl. No.
Doesn't help. Well, okay, well, Lincoln and Hudson both say a girl or a boy. So Lincoln has dibs on a girl, Hudson has dibs on a boy. I'm pretty neutral. I definitely don't feel like it's one or the other. I think I'm just trying to mentally prepare myself if it is another boy, but I'm kind of like, I hope that this is my girl finally, so we shall see. So I'm in the place where we do ultrasounds and I feel like this is totally invasive, but you have to take off your underwear as well. I feel like I didn't experience this in New Zealand. So if this is normal, please, American mums, like comment down below because I'm feeling really out of my element here. And my husband's laughing at me.
I feel even more out of my element. This is so weird.
Why?
Because you feel comfortable and you have to take off your clothes.
I mean, I better get used to it. I'm having a baby, but still, it's just like, oh, okay, I don't know what they're gonna see. You guys won't see anything though, so don't panic. Right, team, so we were just at the ultrasound, and because of like probably policies and whatnot, they don't let you film there, but that's okay. We got to find out the gender. I didn't want to just blurt it out straight away so I can keep you guys hanging a little bit. So, honey, without telling us what the gender is, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Super excited, and yeah, I think no matter what, you get a boy or girl, it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, I'm super excited. I think it feels more real now because I've gotten to see a little life inside there. Before, it kind of just looked like you're getting a little bit fat.
Ouch.
And now I know it's a real baby.
Yay!
I'm just kidding, baby.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I think for me, I'm feeling still nervous. Like, I think that would either come with just having a baby in general. It's a nerve-wracking thing, you know, and then aside from that, every baby is like you're parenting all over again because they're so different. Like, we have our 5-year-old and our 3-year-old, and they're coming into their completely different personalities, so it's like you've got to keep up with who they're evolving into and figure out like new parenting strategies to understand it. So yeah, let's just say, okay, the video is probably already going to turn into ages, so I guess I'll just tell you, but let's just say that I have been officially promoted from a princess to the queen of my house now. Because what is it?
I was trying to hold up my little car. Ready? Without crashing.
It's a boy! We're having another boy. I can't believe it. This will be our 3rd boy, and I feel a little bit like, woo! Like when she told me initially, I couldn't help but like kind of cry a little bit, because there is that element of disappointment where you're like, is it my turn to experience a girl yet? And not only that, but I've been brought up with girls, so kind of girls is all I know, so to keep having boys, it's a bit of a surprise. But aside from that, he is fine, everything looks perfect. He's measuring and weighing, and he just looks perfect, which is the main thing that you want to know. So all of that looks good. So yeah, there was that initial kind of shock of like, no, that's not quite what I asked for, but it is what it is, and yeah, I think it's going to be really cool having another little boy in the house. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and to my family and friends, I miss you guys a ton. We both miss you, and Hudson and Lincoln, and yeah, love you guys. See you later.